Hey, what's up, Internet TV land? It's your boy Slain Illusion. I'm here to bring you guys a new internet video blog that I'm going to be doing probably every week, just to kind of engage you guys in some of the more sciencey, technological things that I'm getting into personally. And the first thing I want to talk to you guys about today is expanding human civilization and consciousness. Right now, we're working on a number of different projects and plans that incorporate expanding and exploring and venturing off into new territory so we can expand the way that human civilization lives, because right now it's a population issue. It's too many people in these cities that we have. It's too many people in these small towns and villages with not enough resources to go around for everybody to be able to live good lives. So we're working on a plan right now called Hemp Homes for Homeless, which is a progressive plan to utilize sustainable energy, green technology, ultimately use hemp as the raw material, the building material, the main natural resource that we use to build these communities. And first, we want to start off by getting all the homeless people out of the streets and getting them in the homes. We have more than enough land. We have more than enough technology and more than enough people willing to work to where we can create a system like this. Now, this idea for Hemp Homes for Homeless came from the Venus Project that I'm sure a lot of you heard about already. And we've established a relationship with the Venus Project, and the main thing that's missing from moving forward with these ventures is capital. Right now we're trying to raise $1 million to build our first Hemp Homes for Homeless community. And what this is going to do is change the environment, change the mindset of how humans think about living. Right now, everybody's mindset is I have to get up, go to work, make this money, pay rent, pay electricity, pay water, pay all these things that we shouldn't have to pay for. A lot of these resources that we have can be allocated responsibly to assure that every man, every woman, every child has access to the comforts of modern living. It's a shame that when we live in a world with so much technology and so much advancement, there's still people who are hungry. There's still people who are wearing tattered clothes. There's still people who don't have electricity, when the technology is there to allow everybody to have an abundance of this stuff. Now, an abundance does not mean that everybody gets all they want. It means that we have an abundance, we have a lot in the supply, and we allocate it properly to make sure everybody has enough. Now, the Venus Project proposes a plan of a more luxurious style of living, which is based on a resource-based economy. And that's the direction that we want to go. We don't believe that because humans have to coexist with nature that we have to live in that more nature-themed environment. We can live in a high technology lifestyle, but we can do it responsibly and ensure that our technology is in equilibrium with nature. Instead of pulling everything from nature, we're cutting down tons of forests, we're taking up tons of water, we're polluting our oxygen system, and we're not replenishing our oxygen system. All of these things have been done for one reason and one reason alone, and that's so some man or some group of people somewhere can make tons of money off of these industries. And when we enter into this new chapter of human evolution, which I like to call it, the business mindset is going to have to change. For so long, it's been, I've come up terribly, I've grew up in the gutter, and I have to make the most money that I can so my family and my future generations won't have to experience the upbringing that I experienced. That's been the mindset of many businessmen, many athletes, many entertainers, many presidents, many politicians. Everybody's kind of always been through that struggle. But now it's time to start looking at things at a different perspective. We want to start looking at things as a human culture, a human society, a global society. And there's a number of ways that we can do that. Some people might say this sounds like New World Order. And in a sense, it is what the New World Order is aiming for. But the way that we're doing it in my camp is a different mindset behind it. Instead of control and ego and power, we're looking at love, expansion, advancement, sustainability. We're looking at all the things, all the positives from it, and we wanna engage the human culture in accepting this new mentality that humanity I don't think has ever accepted before. We've always had rulers and conquistadors and people in charge of us that felt like because they were in that position they had some kind of God-given right to abuse their authority. And we wanna be one of the people or one of the entities on the front of sustainability to change that mindset within big government and big corporate America, and not just America but the global corporate um, market structure. And we believe that through Hemp Homes for Homeless and utilizing ideas like the Venus Project, that we can accomplish that. Instead of money and power being the motive, you know, the most advancement can now be the motive. Is how far can you take human society? What can your mind do to take human culture from here to here in the best way possible without destroying everything? That's the new motive that we want to get pushed across. Um, and we feel that human advancement can only happen if we advance our consciousnesses as well. Right now, we're living egotistical lifestyles. It's all about us because we're trying to survive. We're an adaptable species, and the environment right now is an environment where we have to survive. So everybody's thinking about self and thinking about the people closest to them. If we started to think about community, we can do so much more. It's less food. So if the community got together and grew food, we would have more food. If the community got together and made clothes, the people wouldn't have to worry about, damn, do I got to pay rent or should I buy this new shirt for my son? We'll know how to make our own things. We'll know how to build our own stuff. And business can prosper like this because now we have so many individual communities working to developing goods. We're not shortening the amount of resources we have by having a manufacturing center in Texas, and then Texas is distributing all of that stuff everywhere, or having these manufacturing centers in China and India, and then they're trying to distribute those things all over the world. We can create a travel system to where we can allocate certain parts of the globe to develop certain goods and services, and then we can interconnect all of these communities. So say one community is proficient in sage growth, and another community is proficient in hemp lumber manufacturing. We can utilize the new technologies we have to connect those communities and allow for a more responsible way of obtaining resources, and at the same time replenishing the resources that we take from Mother Nature, so we don't ever really leave a footprint on the planet. But that's what we're doing right now with Hemp Homes for Homeless. We recently won the Loudoun County 2012 Green Business Challenge, and that's a big plus for it. So hopefully by the end of this year we'll be building our first community and housing some of our first homeless people in America in these communities, and see how it works. But let me know what you think, and let's have a debate. Let's have a discussion about this. All right, peace.